Good morning dear students, and in the previous class we have discussed about the number of the atoms present in the simple cubic unit cell, so that is also called as here primitive unit cell. And also we have discussed about the number of the atoms present in the body centered unit cell, and that is also called as body centered cubic crystal. And one more we have, that is face centered cubic crystal. And let us discuss in this class, so here some numericals based on that concept only. And here once again we recall the topic, so that is to know that see many crystal, so that is it can be called as unit cell also. So here in this unit cell how many corners are there, and once again I repeat that the number of the corners present in this one is 8 corners are there. So the number of the corners are how many? 8 number of the corners are there. So these are nothing but the corners present in the unit cell. And how many phases are there in the unit cell? So here I am showing with, so these are the phases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more phase we have, that is 6. And in the previous class I was clearly explained about that is the phases, and left side one phase, right side one phase, front side one phase, back side another phase, above one phase, below one phase. Totally how many phases are there? 6 phases. And how many edges are there? So I am writing here corners. Corners are 8 and phases are 6. Body center how many? Center of the body is always 1. Therefore body center for any unit cell, how many body centers are there? Only 1. And how many edges? Edges are 12. 12 number of the edges are there. So like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. If we count, total number of the edges are how many? 12 edges are there. So based on this concept only, we have discussed about the number of the atoms present in the simple cubic crystal, also called as primitive. And next one more we have body centered cubic crystal, simply it is called as a BCC. And another one is last one face centered cubic crystal. In that class we have discussed very clearly, and let us start some numericals based on this one only. For example, a question is given to you, and these kind of the questions they may ask mainly in the competitive examination like in NEET or JEE. So here this is very simple topic, but you will get some confusion. So here for example I am writing a question here. In a crystal or a unit cell, in a crystal, A atoms, I am writing here capital A atoms are presented. A atoms are presented. This is the question given to us. A atoms are presented. Corners, otherwise you just write here. So a crystal or a unit cell. Unit cell A atoms are presented the corners, and B atoms. So B atoms are presented. B atoms are presented center of the body, means body center of the unit cell. Center of the body. What is the formula of a compound? What is the formula of the unit cell or a crystal? So this is a question given to us. So if they given this kind of the question, and how can you solve this one? See here first we have to draw the unit cell here. So just I am drawing the unit cell here. So this is the unit cell which we are drawing now. Okay. To see that here in the question it is clearly mentioned A atoms are presented corners. A atoms are presented corners means, so here these are all the A atoms only. At corner what atoms are located? So these are all A. So A atoms are located at the corners. You see that how many corners are there? 8 corners. So 8 corners are there, 8 A atoms are located at 8 corners. And at the center of the body, B atoms are located. Means here, which atom is present? B atom is present. So here the question is, what is the formula of the crystal? So here to calculate this at corner. So here at corner, what is the contribution of each atom? What is the contribution of each atom at the corners? It is 1 by 8. But totally how many atoms are located at the corners? 8 atoms are located at the corner. Therefore, so that is in the previous class we have discussed very clearly about this contribution of each atom in a unit cell. Either it is at corner or at the body center or at the faces and the edges also. So once again I am repeating that at corners, what is the contribution of the, so that a unit that each atom at the corner, that is 1 by 8. How many atoms are located at the corner? 8. Therefore 8 into 1 by 8, it becomes 1. Okay. Similarly at body center, you see that at body center, at center of the body, so it is 1 into 1 by 1, because at center of the body the contribution is 1 only. But how many body centers are there? 1 only. Therefore 1 into 1 by 8 become 1. So here the meaning of that is, therefore formula, what is the formula? A1 B1. Otherwise you can write the formula is what? AB. So this is the formula of the unit cell. So right, so like this you can solve the question. And here I am discussing with you one more question, similar kind of question only, but you see this carefully. Second question is given as like this. So but once you go through this question, so you get some confusion here. This is question number 2. So here in a unit cell, so I am writing X atoms. X atoms are located. X atoms are located at, are present at body center. One of the atom, otherwise you just write like this. So here Y atoms are located. So Y atoms are present. At corners. But here what is happening? One of the Y atom is missing at corners. One of the Y atom is missing at where? Corners. So the question is, what is the formula of the unit cell? What is the formula of the unit cell? Listen once again, the question is, X atoms are located at body center, Y atoms are located at the corners. But what is happening here? One of the Y atom from the corner is missing. So then the question is, what is the formula of the unit cell? So to find this, again I am writing a crystal here. This is a unit cell. See that in the unit cell, each atoms are located at the body center. X atom. X we are writing only 1 because the center of the body is 1. Similarly, Y, and it is also Y, and it is also Y, and it is Y. So is that. But in this, one atom is missing. Here we don't have any atom, right? One atom is missing at one corner. Then what is the formula of the compound? So find this. So first, number of atoms at body center, number of X atoms. Number of the X atoms, you know that at body center 1 into 1 by 1. How many number of the atoms? 1. No doubt at all. Now number of atoms are number of the Y atoms. Y atoms are located at the corners. But what is happening? One of the atom from the corner is missing here. Therefore I am writing total number of atoms are 8. But the contribution not becomes 1 by 80. So right. So sorry. Total number of the atoms are at the corners are 8 actually. But one is missing. Therefore, you can write 7 into 1 by 8. Right, total number of the atoms are 7 only because 1 is missing. What is the contribution? 1 by 8. Therefore, you can write 7 by 8. 7 by 8. Therefore, the formula becomes x1 next y 7 by 8. Therefore, the final answer is x8 y7. So, this is the answer, that is x8 y7. Is it clear to you? So, when there is a missing, so at corners or the faces, you have to think carefully. Right? Here, one atom is missing at the corner. Therefore, I am not writing total atoms are 8. We are writing 8, 7 only. Contribution is 1 by 8. 7 into 1 by 8 becomes 7 by 8. So, therefore, x1 by 7 by 8. The answer is what? x8 by 7. So, these kind of the questions they may ask in any competitive exam. Questions are very simple, but you get some confusion in this type of the question. Is they given everything is clearly without any missing, you can write directly. But if they are given any atoms are missing at the corners or the body center or the phases, that you have to think carefully. And writing one more question here, that is the question number 3. So this is the question number 3 I am writing. In a unit cell, so I am taking here x atoms are at corners. X atoms are at the corners. Next, Y atoms are at phases. Okay, now Z atoms are at edges. What is the formula of the unit cell? What is the formula of the unit cell? So this is one more different kind of the question we have. To see that, first we have to draw the unit cell, no doubt at all. So that I am drawing a unit cell here like this. Okay. Now, X atoms are at where? Corners. Means you have to write the X atom at the corners. 1, 2. So like this. Just take this one. Corners we are writing all the X atoms. Okay. Next, what is when Z atoms are at? Y atoms are at what phases? See, these are the phases. 1, 2. 3. So I am writing here, these are the atoms at the phases, located at the phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 2 phases, one front side, one back side. And remaining, Z atoms are at what? Edges. So edges we can show, otherwise just you can write your contribution directly. First, what I am doing here? Number of X atoms. I am calculating first number of X atoms. Number of X atoms. So total number of the X atoms are what? 8 into 1 by 2. You know that. So total number of the corners are 8. Here there is no missing. So missing is not there. Therefore we are writing total number of the atoms are 8. Contribution is 1 by 8. Therefore it is 1 only. Is it clear? Next, number of Y atoms. So that is 6 into 1 by 2. Total number of the atoms are what? 3. Because you know that at phases, total number of the phases are 6. What is the contribution at phase? So at phase, the contribution is 1 by 2. Therefore, number of the atoms are, Y atoms are 3. So 6 into 1 by 2. And at edges, number of Z atoms. So remember, I think I have explained it clearly in the last class, but once again I repeat it. At edges, the contribution, the total contribution at the edges is, that is, we are taking here 1 by 4. Contribution is 1 by 4. So it can be taken as, so total number of the edges are what? 12. Therefore here also we are taking what? 3 only. The contribution at the edges is 1 by 4. Total number of the atoms at the edges are how many? 12. So becomes 3. Therefore what is the formula of the compound? The final formula of the compound can be taken as, the formula of the compound is what? X1 y3 z3. So it can also be taken as x y3 z3. So this is the formula of the unit cell. So like these kind of the questions they may ask in the competitive examination based on the type of the unit cell, like BCC, simple cubic and face centered unit cell. And next we will go for another topic. So we will discuss one more important concept we have, that is types of the crystal systems. So here actually why the crystal systems are classified, what is the need of classification of the crystal system, so that we will discuss first. Later on we will see the classification. Okay, first you see that here I am drawing a crystal. This is a crystal which we are drawing now. Okay, and now here you see that the axis of the crystals can be taken as well. In that axis we have so these are the axes you can take, it is A, B and C. Is it clear? Now angle between the axis, so that is taking it is alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so these are the angle between the axis we are taking alpha, beta, gamma, and the axis are we are taking A, B, C. Otherwise we can take X, Y, Z, no problem. But here these are the three axes we have A, B, C. And angle between the axis we are taking alpha, beta, gamma. Based on this, the total crystal systems are divided into the 7 types. Totally we have how many types of the crystal system? 7 types. Let us see, that is, so 7 crystal systems we have here, that is, we are calling it is classification of the crystal system, and that can be taken as in the form of tabular column. So here the topic is classification of the crystal systems. So here we are drawing a tabular column in this. Okay, see that the first we are writing serial number, next to type of a crystal. So second column we are writing type of a crystal, and second one lattice, that is we are writing here Bravais lattice, crystal system or Bravais. Third column we are writing Bravais lattice. Next, so we are taking axis in this next one, parameters of the unit cell. The parameters of the unit cell can be taken as 2 types, that is intercepts or the axis. So in the next we are writing angle between intercepts. Okay, in the last column we are writing example. So in the last column we are taking that example here. Okay. So now, so to remember this tabular, it is very important tabular column for the any competitive exam. I will tell you which type of the questions they may ask in this table. Before going to see that, how can you remember this tabular column? I will tell you a simple trick for this. First, it is classified into 7 types. So I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 type of the crystals we have. And remember first letters in this. The first letters I am writing here. C, T, O, M, T, R, H. You know the MTR masala it is. Like that you remember this one, MTR. First one CTO, MTR, last one H. Is it clear? Now, C means cubic, T means tetragonal, next O means orthorhombic. Okay, now empty our masala it is, and it is monoclinic. M means monoclinic, next triclinic, and next one rhombohedral. First one cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, rhombohedral. Last one hexagonal. So these are the total 7 type of the crystal system we have. Once again I repeat, CTOMTRH. C means cubic, next one tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, rhombohedral, hexagonal. Now these 7 type of the crystal systems are again classified into the totally means Bravais lattice means what? Means 7 type of the crystal system can be arranged in the 14 ways. How we can arrange the 14 ways? You know the types of the unit cell, right? In the types of the unit cell, you can arrange the unit cell in the simple cubic manner, or body centered, face centered, or else you can take like that end face center also. So therefore, based on that arrangement, unit cell classification we have clearly discussed. So based on that only, each crystal again arranged into the different type of the category, like body centered, face centered cubic unit cell, or simple cubic, or primitive. Based on that, we are taking here, that is the classification. The total 7 crystal systems are classified into the 14 types. And what is the 14 types? Let us see here. So to remember this, first you remember these letters only. Numbers 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. So remember like this, 3 to 4 to 1, 1, 1. What is this 3 to 4 to 1, 1, 1? 3 to 4 to 1, 1 means it can be arranged in the 3 ways. The first cubic type of the crystal is arranged in 3 ways. And what are the 3 ways? Let us see here. It can be arranged like this. P F B. I am writing simply P F B. What is mean by the P F B? P means what? Primitive. F means what? Face-centered cubic crystal. B means what? Body-centered cubic crystal. Means cubic unit cell is again arranged into the how many ways? 3 ways. Primitive, face-centered, body-centered. Totally 3 ways. Next one we have tetragonal. Tetragonal is arranged in how many ways? 2 ways. And what are those 2 ways? Let us see. P comma B. P comma B means what? That is primitive, body-centered. Only 2. Here it is 3 types. It is how many types? 4 2. Next one we have orthorhombic, 4 types. 4 types means all types will come here. P, F, B, E. P of B means what? Primitive, body centered, face centered. Next one is what? End face centered. End face centered. Is it clear? Next type of the unit cell, that is monoclinic, is classified 2 types. PE. PE means what? Primitive and end face center. Is it clear to you? So means you don't get confused. What are that? P of B? Why we are writing 3? Means cubic type of the unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell is cubic type of the unit cell is again arranged in the 3 ways. Primitive. Primitive means what? Simple cubic. Face centered. Face centered means atoms are arranged at the faces as well as at the corners. Next, body centered. Corners as well as at the center of the body. Totally 3 types it is arranged. Is it clear? Next one is 2 types. Orthorhombic 4 types. Monoclinic 2 types. Next one is all 1 types only. All are arranged in 1 type, that is only primitive. Only primitive. So this is the total. You see that 3 to 5, 5 4 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are the 7 type of the crystal systems are arranged in how many ways? 14 ways. These 14 ways is called as a Bravais lattice. Very very important. 7 type of the crystals are arranged into how many types? That is 14 ways. So those are called as what? Bravais lattice. And here in each crystal system, so we have different type of the intercepts and intercept, that is angle between intercepts means different axis, and angle between the different axis is also different, not same. And after the completion of the table you will get a clear idea. You see that here the angle is, that is axis are A is equal to B is equal to C, and here we have again A. Remember like this, A is equal to B not equal to C. First one A is equal to B is equal to three angles, three axes are same. A is equal to B is equal to C. You know that in the crystal unit cell we have three axes A, B, C. Angle between the axes we are taking what? Alpha, beta, gamma. Here three axes are equal. A, B, C. A is equal to B not equal to C. Is it clear to you? And next we are taking A not equal to B not equal to C. Here also A not equal to B not equal to C. A not equal to the B not equal to C. And here A is equal to B is equal to C. A is equal to B not equal to C. Remember, these two are one type. Okay, A is equal to B is equal to C. A is equal to B not equal to C. And to remember this, how can you remember this tabular pattern? Taking a simple technique method. First one, second one C. Last two C. And the middle all are not equal to C. All are not equal. Is it clear? Like this you can remember simply. Next one. Next, what are the angles? Angles can be taken as like this. First three angles are same only. Alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, which is equal to 90 degrees. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Here also alpha, beta, gamma is equal to what? 90 degrees only. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to how many degrees? 90 degrees. So this is, so three types. Next one is different. So here next one, how can you write the next one is alpha gamma is equal to 90 degrees, but beta not equal to 90 degrees. Have you got my point? Alpha gamma is equal to 90 degrees, beta not equal to what? 90 degrees. This is next one. Next one is, see we have alpha not equal to beta not equal to gamma not equal to what? 90 degrees. Gamma not equal to what? 90 degrees. Is it clear to you? And next one is same like this. Alpha gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Beta again not equal to what? 90 degrees. Alpha gamma is equal to 90 degrees. Beta not equal to 90 degrees. Last one is alpha is equal to beta, which is equal to 90 degrees. But gamma is equal to how many degrees? 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Once again I will tell you how to remember this. First three are same. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 3 are same. Next you see that alpha gamma is equal to this one and this one same. Okay. Here all are not equal to 90 degrees. This you can remember. Last one is alpha beta 90 degrees, gamma is equal to how many? 120 degrees. Like this you remember. So these are the total 7 type of the crystal systems. Then you see that any one not having both are same. Means, for example, cubic, you see that in case of cubic cubic and tetragonal, this and axis angles are same, but intercepts are different. Both will not become same. Is it clear? Based on that, they are classified into the 7 types only. And what are the examples? For this, I am taking example AU, iron, gold, silver, lead, and mercury. So these are the examples we are taking. And next one, for this we are taking example is titanium oxide plus SN wood. Titanium oxide and what? SN wood. And next one we are taking example for this one is KN wood. Next to K2SO4. Okay, so these are the examples we are taking for this. Next one we have copper sulfate 2H2O. This is an example for this. Here copper sulfate 5H2O. Along with this you can take potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. This example also. Is it clear? And next example we are taking, that is arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Next example we are taking zinc to cadmium and magnesium. So these are the example for these different kinds of the, that is crystal systems. Is it clear to you? And this table is very important tabular column. Totally 7 type of the crystal systems are classified into or arranged in the 14 ways. Those are called as the previous lattice. And in which type of the question they may ask on this tabular column. Let us see. Here I am writing a question very simply. For example, the option is given for you. Like one question is given to you. Which of the following are the suitable intercepts for the that is cubic type of the crystal system. So which of the angles are suitable for the cubic type of the crystal system? So for example, they may give the options are like that. So they are giving the options so like this. That is A is equal to B is equal to C, A not equal to B not equal to C, A not equal to B but is equal to C. Okay, A is equal to B which is not equal to C. So these are the 4 options are given for you. Now the question is which is suitable for the cubic crystal. So sometimes they may ask the question on the angle also, intercepts angles. So which is correct here for the cubic ellipse? This is the right. A is equal to B is equal to C. Is it clear to you? And they may ask the questions on the intercepts, and they may ask sometimes questions on the intercepts angle also. Like they give alpha beta is equal to 90 degrees and gamma is equal to 120 degrees, and that's suitable for which type of the crystal system? Hexagonal. That kind of the question they are asking in the competitive examination, and definitely you have to by heart or you have to remember this table or column. Thank you.